Good evening, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, Jamaican found dead in Antigua prison cell. A Jamaican man was found dead in his prison cell in Antigua on Friday. The deceased has been identified as Chinley Robinson. Robinson was remanded into custody after appearing in court on Thursday on a charge of larceny of a cell phone. Antigua Superintendent of Prison, Colonel Trevor Pennyfeather, while confirming Robinson's death, said he was found unresponsive on his bed in the cell and that it is too early to determine the cause. An investigation has been launched. Robinson had appeared in court for a bail hearing, but complications arose due to his missing passport. Firebomb attempt at the St. Catherine Parish Court. An attempt was made to firebomb the St. Catherine Parish Court in Spanish Town on Friday morning. The news was informed that staff found the fragments of Molotov cocktails which were reportedly thrown through windows of the court building and outside of the office, but the court proceedings have not been affected. Superintendent Hopton Nicholson, commanding officer for the St. Catherine North Police, confirmed that something was found at the courthouse, but declined to comment further. Meanwhile, Superintendent Nicholson said a sense of normality has returned to the older capital following the unrest over the fatal shooting of Othniel Laban, also known as the Tickman, who was fatally shot by the police in St. Andrew Wednesday night.
Things are pretty back to normal. At this time, I drove through the various streets in the town center and we observed businesses operating as usual. The transport operators are out in their numbers. Commuters are going to and from. There are one or two lanes that normally have more people traversing them, but not as much on those lanes. However, it appears as if persons are coming back out, doing their regular business, and I can tell you the police and the military are out in their numbers. And we hope that all law-abiding citizens just cooperate with us, sometimes a little inconvenient, some stop and search, some vehicular checkpoint and so forth. So we ask that they cooperate with us, and then we'll ensure that their safety is paramount and that they are able to go about their businesses.
12-year-old boy killed, mother shot in St. Andrew's stoplight ambush. A 12-year-old boy succumbed to gunshot injuries this morning after he, his mother, and his brother were ambushed by men on a motorcycle Friday morning. Detectives assigned to the St. Andrew North Criminal Investigation Branch are now combing the area along Lindsay Crescent for clues. The incident happened around 7:30. Reports are that the woman was driving her Mercedes-Benz motorcar along the roadway with her two sons, an adult and a now deceased child aboard. The news understands the woman came to a stop at the Lindsay Crescent and the Don Robin Avenue stoplight when men riding a motorcycle opened fire on the vehicle. The woman and her child received gunshot wounds. The child died at hospital while his mother is being treated. 5 arrested during special police operation in Aracabessa, St. Mary. 5 people were arrested by the police in St. Mary on Thursday during a special operation in Aracabessa. Head of the St. Mary Police Division, Acting Superintendent Anthony Wallace, indicated that 4 individuals were arrested for unauthorized possession of ammunition and related offenses, noting the seizure of 5 12-gauge cartridges. The 5th person was arrested for operating without a spirit license, disorderly conduct, obstructing police officers, resisting arrest, and other violations, he added. The operation focused on disrupting gang activity, recovering illegal firearms and ammunition, and apprehending individuals involved in criminal activities, commented Wallace. These are persons who are involved in robberies, firearm trafficking, and other serious offenses. A total of 5 arrests were made. The operation was carried out in Marsontown and Bailey'sville in Aracabessa by a joint police team comprising the Fugitive Apprehension Team Narcotics Division, Specialized Operations, and the K9 Division, along with the Jamaica Defense Force. Meanwhile, Deputy Superintendent Kevin Francis, who was also on the ground during the operation, was quick to point out that a variety of liquor was seized from the unauthorized establishment. Francis also noted that during a pre-dawn operation, also on Thursday in the Aracabessa area, 5.22 rounds of ammunition were discovered, concealed beneath a drum cover used for storing pesticides and water. A comprehensive search of the surrounding premises was carried out, but no additional incriminating or offensive items were found, said Francis. The St. Mary Police Division continues to target criminal elements and dismantle activities threatening community safety. This operation reflects the commitment of law enforcement to creating a safer environment for all residents, he said. No arrest was made in connection with the discovery of the ammunition. Indicom probing off-duty police fatal shooting of Ribby's ultra-launch worker. The Independent Commission of Investigations says it is probing the off-duty police fatal shooting of a Ribby's ultra-launch worker. Jermaine Richards, 40, of Fleet Street in Kingston, was reportedly shot by a policeman in the parking lot of the Arden Emirates Plaza, located on Arden Road, Kingston 10. Indicom is appealing for persons who witnessed the shooting to come forward. The agency is reminding the public of the importance of independent witnesses and the video recording in the investigative process. In this regard, Indicom is seeking the assistance of witnesses to provide photos, videos, or information available in relation to this shooting incident. The information should be shared via Indicom's WhatsApp number 876-553-0000, or persons may visit or contact the Office of the Commission at 876-968-1932 or 876-968-8875. Indicom is further appealing to the original makers of any video recordings to contact the Commission. The oversight body is assuring family members and the general public that a thorough investigation is being conducted and that all reasonable and necessary investigative lines of inquiry are being explored. On Thursday, family members of Richards and the residents of Fleet Street staged a protest claiming that he was killed in cold blood and raised questions about how he met his demise. They claim that he was shot following an alleged dispute with a policeman. They also asserted that Richard's employer has questions to answer. Meanwhile, the management of Ribby's Ultra Lounge, in a post on Instagram, said it is shocked and deeply saddened by Richard's unfortunate and untimely death. He was described as hardworking and dedicated. Despite what is being said, he was never accused of theft and has never been involved in any dispute with any director, manager, or co-worker on that night or any other time. Indicom is doing a thorough investigation, as they always do. May his soul rest in peace, it said in the post. We wish to convey our deepest sympathy to his family at this tumultuous time. We have already had a dialogue with the Counsel for the Raytown Division, Rosalie Hamilton, to offer the strongest support to his family, said the restaurant in another post. Decomposing body of elderly man found in bushes in St. Thomas. The St. Thomas police are investigating the death of a senior citizen whose decomposing body was discovered in bushes on Thursday. The deceased has been identified as 65-year-old Anthony Sherwood of Bottom Yard District in the parish. Reports are that about 5:40 p.m., the police were summoned to the scene of a decomposing body in a section of the community of Bath called the Devil's River. The scene was processed and the body was removed for a post-mortem. The Maranta Bay Criminal Investigation Branch is probing the matter. Case against the St. James mom accused of fatally throwing baby off roof delayed again. Shamona Green, the St. James woman accused of throwing her 5-month-old daughter from the roof of a 3-story building, resulting in the baby's death, has been given an April 28 fitness to plead hearing date. The new date was set when Green, who was charged with murder in February of last year, made an appearance in the St. James Circuit Court on Friday. Green joined the Friday's court hearing via Zoom, but the Supreme Court Judge, Justice Judith Pusey, wants Green to be present in person for April's hearing. The delay was as a result of the court awaiting an updated psychiatric report. This is the second time that the case has been delayed since it was first transferred from the St. James Parish Court to the Circuit Court on November 5 by Judge Natisha Fairclough Hilton. When the case was called up for the first time in the St. James Circuit Court on November 13, the court gave today's date, January 24, to allow time for an updated fitness to plead report to be prepared. Green made a physical appearance in court then. At that time, Supreme Court Judge Justice Bertram Morrison was told that a more up-to-date report was needed as the previous two were done in June and July. Green is being represented by attorney-at-law Gillian Horton. On November 5, Green, who was in custody at the South Camp Adult Correctional Center in Kingston, appeared in court virtually via the Zoom platform. Before that, on September 4, an updated medical report dated July 22, 2024 on Green's mental and physical health had shown that she was unfit to plead. The report added that Green is suffering from a seizure disorder with a psychosis as a result of her seizure. The seizures and the mental health challenges of Green became evident during her first court appearance on March 6, 2024. At that time, she claimed that she was hearing the voices of her children calling. She also collapsed in the prisoner's dock and was later revived. As a result, the court ordered that a psychiatric report be undertaken. Reports are that on December 6, 2023, about 5:35 p.m., Green was at home with her common-law husband and other family members when she reportedly asked to have a conversation with the man about their relationship. However, the partner refused to engage in a conversation at that point and deferred the talks for later that evening. Green reportedly became enraged and left the room, taking the baby with her to the roof of the building and throwing the child on the concrete pit below in the yard. Opposition calls for local ban on red dye number 3. The opposition has called for a local ban on red dye number 3, which studies have shown links to cancer in animals. Earlier this month, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration banned the use of the dye in food, beverages, and ingested drugs. A synthetic color additive made from petroleum, red dye number 3 is used to give foods and beverages a bright cherry red color. Jonas Shadow spokesperson for Health and Wellness, Jesse Clark, says while there is no evidence of a threat to humans, the Ministry of Health should give consideration to banning the use of the dye.
Because it's going to have a far-reaching impact, because not only the United States will not be accepting products leaving Jamaica to the United States, being exported there, that have this particular dye in it. So we need to now be advising our population, our manufacturers as well, to move away from using that dye. In the States, they're given the manufacturers a 2-year limit in which they should stop using the dye. But we want to move ahead and be proactive and see how quickly we can get that dye off our market and products using that dye out of our market. That will also protect us from our market being flooded with products that will be banned in the United States, being flooding our markets. Some products have been using red dye number 40 as a substitute for it, but that is also a synthetic dye, and we don't know if later on there are going to be studies showing that that dye also has a problem. So what I would suggest is that our manufacturers and our population make this shift towards using more organic or more natural colorings for their food products to avoid any issues you can have with these synthetic dyes that we use in our product.
Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.